Very good morning, students. So this is 11th standard chapter 1, where nature and measurement. So in all the other classes you have studied what is the scope of physics, how physics is related with the other subjects, and then measurement of basic quantities like your length, mass and time. But when you are going to do some experiment, during like in that you will be measuring, right? In that there are some errors which occurs in that. So what we are going to study in this today's class is that what are the various errors and then how it can be rectified, and in the next class we will be studying error analysis. So first type of error is systematic error. First one is called a systematic error, which is due to the inaccuracy in the same direction which persists throughout the experiment. That kind of errors is what is called a systematic errors are. Inaccuracy, you know what's the meaning of inaccuracy is, but it maintains throughout the experiment. So what are those systematic errors are? These systematic errors, there are 5 types of systematic errors. First one is the instrumental error. What's the meaning of instrumental error is which takes place during the manufacturing time itself. If it is not calibrated properly, if it is not marked properly at the time of manufacture, that type of error is what is called as instrumental error, which is due to the instrument, manufacturing defect of the instrument, which defect from the manufacturing company. So how you can rectify that? Choosing the instrument carefully. While buying, you should be very careful, or the instrument which is properly calibrated has to be purchased. Then the second type is imperfections in experimental techniques. That is where the arrangements are not done properly. In that type of things you will have error which is called as imperfection in experimental technique. Then the third one is personal error. Personal error is due to the experimenter who is doing it. It is only due to the individual who is performing that experiment. So it's a carelessness of that observer, due to which you have some error called personal error. Then errors due to external cause. This is due to the other conditions which prevails outside during when you are going to take an experiment. Suppose there are some experiments which will depend on temperature. So only on a normal temperature you should do that experiment. If you are going to do it either on a cold condition or during the hot condition, its result may vary. That kind of error is what is called as error due to external causes. Then the last one, the fifth one, is least count error. This is again due to the instrument, where the smallest value, you all in 10th standard you all have studied least count. Least count is nothing but the smallest value that can be measured by the instrument. Correct? So if there are errors in that least count, then it may cause some variations in the result. So how it can be reduced is that highly precision instrument for the measurement is used. What's the meaning of precision is that, suppose if I need to find out a length of book, if it is going to be length of book, instead of finding out only in centimeters, if I could find even with millimeters, then that kind of things is what is called as precision. So you use some instruments which are highly precision, or to the maximum you find out what is the length of that measured quantity is. So these are the systematic errors alone.